And good evening. I'm Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis. It's election night, and we want to welcome our viewers at WTNH News 8, as well as our viewers on WCTX, MyTV9. We want to update you on some of the latest election results coming into News 8. And in the U.S. Senate race, we have a very partial showing here. Someone said this might be just one town, with Chris Murphy ahead here with 89% to 10%, but it's a very small percentage at this point. It really can't tell any trend. Here's the 5th Congressional District. We have no numbers in just yet, but we do have our reporter standing by at Murphy headquarters in Hartford. That would be Jamie Muro. Jamie?
Optimism is high here, of course, as you know from your experience. Optimism always high at this time of night when the polls first start coming in. But again, you know, listening to some folks with the Murphy campaign, talking to his communications director earlier today, that they really felt like they got a push in the polls following that series of debates. And that's when they saw that 6% bump in that polls, and that's why they really feel like they really are the victor. They will be the victor in this race as we start to see the numbers slowly start to come in here at the Hilton in Hartford. You know, it has been at times, very often in fact, a nasty campaign. We've seen the attack ads played out, both sides really, over and over again, although Congressman Murphy been up front by saying that really his vision comes from his constituents, the people he wants to vote for, the people that he serves in Connecticut. He has toured the state, talked to people, really laying out his plan of what he sees to improve Connecticut, improve the economy, improve the country as a whole by simplifying the tax code, promoting American manufacturing, reinvesting in the transportation infrastructure, actually something that Connecticut saw just a couple of weeks ago, actually, with the announcement of federal dollars coming into the state with a high-speed rail line coming from Springfield to New Haven eventually. Of course, the congressman also touting the importance of education. Show me a politician that's not going to talk about the benefits of education. Finally, of course, his final point that he really was pushing during this campaign cycle was renewable energy. Meanwhile, here, though, we have seen no sights of Congressman Murphy as of yet, although this room is starting to fill up greatly. His senior senator, if he does win, Richard Blumenthal, just came into this room about 5 to 10 minutes ago. We are scheduled to interview the senator here in about 8 minutes. We'll have that interview for you live. Until then, though, we're going to send it back to you, Mark, in the studio. We are live in Hartford. I'm Jamie Muro, News 8.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Now, if you have anything to say about the presidential race, the Senate race here in Connecticut, anything election-related, any problems that you had at the polls today, we want to hear it. Send it to us on Twitter. The hashtag is WTNH2012. WTNH2012. We'll share some of the best ones with you throughout the night. Let's take a look here. Here's one that's 8 o'clock and the polls are closed, but if you're in line, you will get to vote. We mentioned that to you earlier. It's now well past 8 o'clock. Here's one from Sarah. Says, interesting in Virginia exit. Obama wins among weekly religious service attenders. Thank you, Sarah. Let's see. This is from Jim Daly. Obama looking good in the swing states. Romney looking good in the progressive jazz states. Which are the progressive jazz? We must be a progressive jazz state, don't you think? Yeah, we must be. We must be. Anyway, I'm Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis, and we will have more on MyTV9 local coverage coming up. Stay tuned to News 8 and ABC News for all your national election coverage. We'll be back in about 30 minutes on News 8.